Hi. So today's volume 3 is going to be about your favorite guitarist. Um, I want everyone to think about your favorite guitarist and what type of music, type of players, and maybe specific players influenced you to want to learn to play guitar. Um, I want to talk about the fact that some people look at their guitar players as idols and why that's bad, and why I wouldn't consider someone that inspired my guitar playing to be a hero either, because um, they really haven't done anything heroic for me. I grew up in a household of country music fans, and I started with the guitar many years ago, and Chet Atkins was my inspiration. 10 years old, I'm sitting on the bed with the guitar, lifting the needle on Chet Atkins in Hollywood. I did a video earlier where I played a Chet Atkins piece today, and was going to share that and talk about how I actually learned the piece on the album, and YouTube wouldn't let me publish the video because of copyright issues. So I'm going to stick with my plan about explaining to you that you should take your guitar inspirations with a grain of salt. There's a reason that I'll say in the Christian religion, people, the Bible talks about idolatry, about not, that being a bad thing, to not make idols of things. There's a reason for it. Probably most of your Bill Cosby fans would understand. Same goes for 2024. I would think that a lot of P. Diddy's fans feel the same way about this. They put him on a pedestal and they'll let you down. I feel the same thing. I feel the same way about the word hero when it comes to guitar players. I don't think they're heroes. My wife and I talked about that earlier today. Hero is your neighbor that jumps in your burning house to bring down 2 children before they get burn up in a fire, and no one knows who they are unless they go in a Reader's Digest. With the young people today, Guns N' Roses Slash, supposedly he's the most copied guitar player by young players today, and that probably comes from the Guitar Hero game. He's popular in that game. I also want to tell you about a new series that I'm going to be doing called Lifting the Needle. And it's going to be about how to copy these songs that you want to learn, that other players do, and you want to learn the song. I'm going to take you through how I would go about doing that. And it's It's not rocket science, but there's some key things to focus on. And really, it comes down to two things. It comes down to memorizing the melody. So, for example, I played a Joe Satriani piece last night for a friend, and we were talking about it, always with me, always with you. And I have not listened to or touched that song on a guitar for 20 years. And I was able to play the melody right off, no mistakes. So it's about memory. It's about memorize, like that Simon electronic game with the lights that you copy the patterns. You listen to the pattern, you watch the lights, and then you go back and you repeat what you heard and saw by pressing the buttons, just like they lit up and played. And then it gets tougher more and more. But I would say, I don't know, I'm gonna pick a number. Maybe there was 40 notes to the melody that I played of the Joe Satriani piece last night. I remembered all 40 notes. But that was part one, was the memory. Part two is, once you find that first note, knowing how every other note in that melody is relative to your starting tone, and you know where it is. Maybe you can play that note 10 different ways on the guitar, on different strings at different areas of the fretboard. But when you start to play something, naturally the guitarist is going to play the notes and the melody together within the same position. Maybe he's playing fifth or she's playing fifth position, so the notes are going to be relative to each other for the melody, but they're all going to fall around the fifth position. There's reasons to switch positions, but that's a different reason than just repeating what you hear from memory. So that's what I'll focus on with the Lift the Needle series. And I'm actually looking at my computer screen now, and I call the series Lift the Needle and Remember. And so I'll correct myself here on that. The series is going to be called Lift the Needle and Remember. So there'll be two different formats. There'll probably be one where I play a backing track and I solo over it. You can listen to my solo and you can watch my playing. I'll focus the camera on my fingerboard. And then the second format will be where I talk and I play, and we listen to piece of the track and we stop. We lift the needle, we remember the melody, and then I talk about the approach to learning the piece or the song. I use the word piece because in classical music, that's more of a term there. So I think that's about it. And so look forward to next, I've done one Lift the Needle and Remember video, number one. I played something for a friend last night, but when I do these types of videos, I'll label them that way, and I'll talk about it. You can read in the description why I did it or what was happening. I think that's it. All right. More to come. Thanks. Bye.